Hello and welcome to the Group 7's video about introducing about the Vietnamese cuisine, histories and culinaries. Today I am excited to take you on a culinary journey through Vietnam, a land where flavors and histories and geography intertwine to create a vibrant tapestry of cuisine. Vietnamese food is not just about sustenance, it reflects the rich cultural heritage and diverse landscapes of this remarkable country. Let's explore through three key aspects that shape Vietnamese cuisine: geographic, climatic, influences, historical factors, and ingredients availabilities across the regions. Vietnamese stretches over 1,000 miles from north to south, resulting in a remarkable diversity of climates and landscape. The north, with its cooler temperature and mountainous terrain flavors and heartier dishes, often incorporating ingredients like rice, fresh herbs. Dishes such as pho originated here. As we move south to the central region, we encounter a more tropical climate, which influences the cuisine to be more spicier and more complex. Finally, the southern region boasts a warm, humid climate ideal for growing an array of fruits and vegetables. And you'll find dishes that are sweeter or sour and often feature coconut milk such as cam tam. The histories of Vietnam is as rich and complex as its cuisine. Centuries of trade and indelible mark on the food culture. From the Chinese, we inherited techniques like stir-frying and the use of soy sauce. And the French colonial period introduced baguette and pâté, which have been beautifully integrated into Vietnamese cuisine to create the beloved bánh mì. The final aspect to consider is the availability of ingredients, which varies greatly across the regions of Vietnam. In the north, the cooler climate allows for the cultivation of hardy vegetables and grains, while the central region's coastal proximity means an abundance of seafood. Dishes from this area often showcase the freshest catch, resulting in vibrant, flavorful meals. In contrast, the south is blessed with fertile deltas that yield an incredible variety of fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Here you'll find ingredients like tropical fruits, mango, dragon fruit, that not only enhance the dishes but also bring a natural sweetness to the cuisine. In conclusion, Vietnamese cuisine is a reflection of its geography, history, and the bounty of its land. As you explore the diverse dishes of Vietnam, you are not just tasting food, you are experiencing a piece of its history and the heart of its people.
Hello teacher, as the northern of Vietnam, so I'd like to share to everyone. It's a traditional Vietnamese noodle soup that originated in early 12th century in northern Vietnam and is influenced by both Chinese and French culinary practice. Its popularity surged during the French colonial period, particularly with the introduction of beef and various spices. The dish typically features a clear aromatic broth made from shrimp, beef, or chicken bones, infused with spices like star anise, cloves, cinnamon, and ginger. The soup is served with flat rye noodles called bánh phở, which are chewy and absorb the flavor of the broth. Commonly, phở includes thinly sliced beef or chicken, with the meat often served raw to cook quickly in the hot broth. Fresh herbs such as basil and cilantro, along with lime wedge and bean sprouts, are traditional accompaniments that add freshness and texture. To prepare pho, one begins by blanching prawns to remove impurities, then simmering them for several hours to create a rich broth. The rice noodles are cooked until tender, then assembled in a bowl with raw meat, topped with the hot broth and garnished with fresh herbs and condiments like hoisin sauce and sriracha. This dish embodies the vibrant flavors and cultural heritage of Vietnam, making it a beloved culinary staple both locally and internationally. So now we move to the next part. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, Mr. Thon and our classmate. I am Anh Minh and I will continue our group speech. So, thanks to Ngọc Khánh speech, we was one step ahead into Vietnamese food trip. So, we already got to know one dish called phở. It's a very traditional food that Vietnamese people already knew and enjoy it a lot. So I will continue you to a culinary journey to the central of Vietnam, especially to the ancient imperial city of Huế, to explore one of the Vietnam's most distinctive dishes, bún bò Huế. To hear of this name, I think you guys already try and enjoy it a lot. So bún bò Huế often shadowed by its more famous cuisine, phở, but it's a testament of the rich culinary heritage of Vietnam's former royal capital. The dish is not just a bowl of noodle soup, it's a perfect representation of Huế cuisines, where complex flavor and precise preparation methods stay outstanding. So, what makes bún bò Huế truly special? I think it is the extensive broth. Unlike the gentle, subtle flavor of northern phở, this broth commands attention with bold, spicy lemongrass base, and the signature red color comes from the anatole seed, while the complex flavor profile is built through a careful combination of ingredients: lemongrass, shrimp paste, and chili oil, or you can see it satay oil, can create a harmony that stimulates the spicy, sour, sweet, and savory. And also the noodles themselves are different too. As I can remember, the phở noodle is like a flat noodle, and bún bò Huế is had different. The feature is thicker, and it's round rice noodle that perfectly capture the rich broth. These noodles provide a satisfying texture that stand up to the hearty soup. Moreover, the protein components are equally important too. The traditional bún bò Huế include thinly sliced beef, pig feet, and for the adventurous, congealed pig blood. Each meat component is carefully prepared to contribute its unique texture and the flavor to the dish. And the pig feet, in particular, add richness to the broth during the cooking process. And in my opinion, what truly elevates this dish it is garnishes. A bowl of bún bò Huế isn't complete without a generous helping of fresh herbs, banana blossom, bean sprout, and limes. These aren't mere additions, they are integral to the dish, provide fresh contrast to the rich, spicy broth. So in Huế, this dish is enjoyed at any time of the day, but it is particularly popular for breakfast. You can also try bún bò Huế for dinner. Why not, right? I think it's very wonderful to hear. So the local cooks start preparing the broth before the dawn and ensuring it's ready for the morning rush of the customer. So in the term customer, they usually go having breakfast with bún bò phở because Vietnamese people tend to have a fully stomach before they start the day. So today, while bún bò Huế has spread throughout Vietnam and beyond, the best bowl are still found in Huế itself, where family recipes has been passed down through generation and generation. Each restaurant and street vendor add their own touch to the dish, but all maintain the essential elements that make it uniquely Huế. So, in conclusion, bún bò Huế is more than just a noodle soup. It's a reflection of Central Vietnam bold flavor, royal heritage, and subtle culinary. It also represents the perfect balance between complex preparation, and simple enjoyment, making it a true treasure of Vietnam cuisine. And that's the end of my speech. Talk about the bún bò Huế, and my teammate to talk about one more dish. Thank you for listening.
And the last one, I would like to introduce you the one of the southern Vietnam beloved dishes, hủ tiếu. It's a dish that not only reflects the rich culinary history of regions, but also show the harmonious blend of different culture and flavor that have shaped Vietnam food traditional over centuries. Hủ tiếu originates from blend of Vietnam and Chinese cooking style brought over by Chinese immigrants and adapt to the local ingredients. The Mekong Delta, known for its abundant fresh produce, supply the essential ingredient for the dish. Additionally, southern Vietnam rose as a port trading hub, have produced a new flavor and techniques, making the dish diverse and adaptable. Hủ tiếu is rich in flavor and often enhanced with a dry sweet or cream, and the Chinese style rice noodle are soft and delicate, paired with a very topping, and from the pork cream to the offer unique to the short-term Vietnam and pork has the slightly sweet flavor, reflecting the regional plates. There are several regional versions of hủ tiếu. Hủ tiếu Nam Vang is inspired by Cambodian cooking. It's a combination of pork and seafood along with additional herb and vegetable. Hủ tiếu Mỹ Tho from Tiền Giang province is known for its thicker noodles and a more pronounced sweetness in the broth. Additionally, hủ tiếu can be enjoyed in the both wet and dry forms. The wet versions has the noodles served in broth, while the dry version offers in the ingredients with a flavorful sauce on the side, allowing for the different eating experience. And in conclusion, hủ tiếu is not only the dish but a reflection the southern Vietnam history, its blend of the culture and abundance of the fresh ingredient from the Mekong Delta. It both tells the story of traditions, adaptations, and the regional pride. Whether you prefer it sweet or savory, wet or dry, hủ tiếu is must-try dish for anyone exploring Vietnam cuisine. So thank you for your time. I hope you get a chance to enjoy about hủ tiếu soon.
Each region in Vietnam has developed its own unique culinary traditions influenced by factors such as geography, climate, and historical interactions. This particularly evident in three of our beloved soup dishes that we have just mentioned above, which has become iconic symbols of regional identity. In the north, we have pho, which is a refined and subtle approach to northern cooking. Northern Vietnamese cuisine is characterized by its delicate flavors, light broths, and emphasize on fresh ingredients. Pho is one of the obvious evidence. And then moving on to the central, we encounter a bolder and spicier palate. Bún bò Huế is a prime example. It is known for its uses of chili peppers, fish sauce, and lemongrass, creating dishes that both flavorful and aromatic. And then finally, in the south, we find a more diverse and adaptable culinary landscape. So in the southern of Vietnam, cuisine is influenced by a variety of cultural and historical factors, including Chinese, Khmer, and French influences. This has led to a wider range of delicious dishes, many of which features a combination of sweet, salty, sour, and spicy flavors. So we have hủ tiếu is a popular southern Vietnamese noodle soup that comes in many variations. As you can see, the variations of these three iconic dishes that we have just mentioned, phở, bún bò Huế, and hủ tiếu, demonstrate the adaptability and creativity of Vietnamese cuisine. The same basic ingredients can be used to create a variety of different dishes depending on the region and the preferences of the cook. Beyond their culinary appeal, these dishes also hold significant cultural importances. They represent regional identity, serving as a source of pride and connection for Vietnamese people. These dishes have been passed down through generations, involving and adapting to changing times. Today, they continue to play a crucial role in Vietnamese culinary heritage, enjoyed by both locals and visitors alike. In conclusion, the diverse and delicious world of Vietnamese soup dishes offers a fascinating glimpse into the country's rich culinary traditions. From the refined and subtle flavors of the north to the bold and spicy cuisine of the central region and the diverse and adaptable taste of the south, each region has something unique to offer. By preserving these regional cooking traditions, they not only contribute to Vietnamese global culinary reputation, but also serve as a reminder of our country's rich culture heritage.